welcome back to the Battlefield. Siege Ryan here. We have another Pauper video for you today, continuing the March Madness, as you can see. This version is Red Green Stompy. So I saw this list on Moxfield. I did pull it over and made some slight adjustments and made a sideboard for it. So you can see my deck list who I grabbed it from. I just really wanted to try something that was a little bit different to Rally Red, and it had more of an upside with the bigger Stompy creatures through Bayou Groff and Jewel Thief. I guess the trickle-on effect is that you have these young wolves and the clockwork percussionists that work really well with sacking to play the Bayou Groff. I guess I want to see if it's worth it. The mana base I'm a little bit skeptical of because it is just a straight split of forests and mountains. And I know that everything's like a 1 pip, but the Bushwhacker really needs the red and it needs to be curved into it. So we'll see how the mana base really goes with this. It is interesting, I don't mind. I guess it's slightly slower than the Rally Red builds, which might make this deck a little bit worse. But essentially you can go the Burning Tree Emissary and you can either do a Ram through, or you can do a Range Resolve Reckless Impulse, which is sometimes good to help smooth out the draws if you're having better issues with mana. And it's running 2 experimental synthesizers like some of the rally lists. Over to the sideboard, I kind of just did a bit of amalgamization as well. Probably need something more around the destroying artifacts, but we do have a couple in enchantments, but we do have a couple cast synthesizers here. Another Range Resolve just for a bit more grind if we're playing against Juns. The Red Blast, because I obviously just want to be able to handle blue. A couple End Festivities for those fast decks like Elves. And then a couple relics, because I feel like the Spy combo would be a little bit annoying to face. But it's probably not a great matchup anyway if they're just gumming up the board with wolves. So this is the main deck. If you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. I am doing a video every day this week as we're getting up to 1,000 subscribers. If you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. It does help out the channel and the reach. We're slowly growing, so it's a good community here. And if you do want to play decks like this, please feel free to use Mana Traders. I do have a little code word, Siege Ryan, all one word. It's also in the description. You can get a little bit of money off as well after a couple of months. I am thinking about trying out just like, it's like called Coffee. It's a way just to do really small donations in the form of, I guess the play on words is that it's like a coffee, just to help me progress and build this channel a little bit more and put a bit more time in. To then provide you more decks and I guess more quality content if that's leagues or something like that. So if that interests you, please feel free to have a check out on that. I'll put it in the description as well. But without further ado, let's play the first round. This sounds good. Essentially just a rally list, except we've got this green here. Okay, this could be in a couple of decks. We're definitely still going Percussionist. Yeah, sorry, I should have played the Young Wolf there technically. We can still go play it next turn. I was already locked in, but really like a hand there should have been Forest Young Wolf, because everything has haste. Doesn't change things too much though. All right, Glaze Fiend. So playing against this version of the deck, I mean it's good. Don't get me wrong. Okay, let's play this other Percussionist. Just crack it for 2, then we'll play the Young Wolf, and then I guess we have the Buffs of the Vines. Maybe it gets us there, maybe not. Play Young Wolf. Good thing is Glaze Fiend's a really terrible blocker. It's not the best at doing that. But the fact that you get so many artifacts. Think about like if it gets Blood Fountain and it just gets +6. Because you get 2 Blood Fountain. No, it's a 1 blood token. Still 1 mana, get +4/+4 when you get stuff on the board. It's pretty cracked. And you can give it Tainted Strike and it'll get Infect. You can run that other sacks, yeah. So we're just gonna get rid of the mountain here. Got plenty of those, and honestly I'm quite happy to block here. To be honest, they've played a lot of artifacts, and I wouldn't mind a 2/2. They're gonna be blocking. Oh no, sorry, I can't block it, can I? It has flying for some strange reason. I don't think they can cook us next turn though. That's a very good draw. So we can do this and this. Play the Burning Tree Emissary, bing bong. And we're doing what it says on the box, which is kicking a Bushwhacker. It's exactly how the deck wants to play. It would have even been better if this was a Rancor, but alas. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. And hopefully, I mean, this Vine's pretty bad here. There you go. They're on 9. We'll have to see if this is enough to get to finish it though. This Glaze Fiend is pretty cracked. Oh, Pactol, Yoof. So Forest is probably our best draw just so we can try and crack through this Pactol and just get it. Because it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's not enough. And they're gaining life off this Pactol now. Well, we're definitely bringing in Cast into Fires. We're probably just slowing down a little bit. I mean, it's close. We will attack with it. I mean, that's a bit of a bold move because we can just have Bolt on the backup, I guess. Like, bolting that here is just pretty cracked. Alright, now we've got a double green. They are gaining life and probably finishing us off now, but... Uh-oh. We'll now get blockers now. Might be too much. Yeah, they've cooked us here. Alright, let's try a game 2 with some artifact hate, I think. Alright, so End of Festivities is not that good. Red Blast isn't that good. I think it's just Cast into Fire. And maybe we just bring in their Rend Resolve to try and get through. Or we might need to try and just be faster, to be honest. Didn't love Vines. You got 2 more cards. I can probably just cut the Synths. I think they're too slow. And we just keep the level of impulses we have now and just try and go fastish. I think the Jewel Thieves are still fine. It's technically like 2-ish mana. Alright, let's see what we have here. This is a good hand, so good nice curve into the Jewel Thief. Ways to disrupt the opponent with the Exile artifact. Hopefully we just hit a land. And yeah, hopefully we just go to town. We can do this into Cast into Fire, probably hit a land, and then Jewel Thief, use the Bolt to get rid of the Glaze Fiend or something like that. Okay, Mountain Percussionist, the old 1-2 punch. The old monkey toy. Okay, 19, we're on the board. 100% exiling that. You can stop a man from doing that. And I think we can just control the board with these bolts anyway. You know what? No, let's just can this now. Can't do anything specific about it. And they're F6'd. Okay. Let's see if this is enough, eh? On the play with a Cast into Fire on their land. Feels silly now, doesn't it? Okay, triple bolt. So let's attack for 1. We'll play the Jewel Thief, and then we can just bolt every turn, hopefully, and that should get the job done. Take 4 every turn. I'm hoping these bolts are enough to keep things off the board. I'm fine with him having this 1-1. Let's play this. Let's give this unblockable. Let's get in with everything. Bing, bang, boom. They want to block the clockwork. I think that's fine, honestly. If we just get them low enough, we'll use the bolt. Refurbish Familiar. Well, we'll just discard a bolt, I guess. I'm happy with them drawing a card because they can't do much with the colorless this turn. I think we just bolt these out now. This becomes a problem if we draw a Bushwhacker, that's all. Four cards. They can play Pactol next turn, which is not fun. We will play the Mountain in case we draw a Bushwhacker. Use this ability. Let's get in. Refurbish Familiar. Double Refurbish Familiar is a good card. It's a very good card. I guess I could have just sent Face. But they wouldn't have taken this. They wouldn't have taken 5 here. I mean, this is fine. We'll just run back what we were doing before. I was more worried if they played a Pactol here. They would have just cooked us. But we're very close now. I guess they can do, if they have a Fnatic offering, doing bot token, okay. It's because they really need to play a Familiar here. So we've been pretty lucky that they haven't drawn too much else. It's not sorcery speed, is it? No, it's not. Got haste, get in. And we'll just play an experiment 1. Hopefully that's enough. It's got trample though, I don't think they realise. Maybe they can give it Death Touch or something they're looking at. Yeah, okay. They're giving Death Touch and Lifelink. Okay. Fair enough. We'll play another creature spell. And then hopefully it's enough, which I don't think it is. They can do a lot now. They can even go swamp, just Blood Fountain both Refurbished Familiars back, or just cast another Refurbished Familiar. It's times like this I wish I was White Weenie so I could just dust them and get another 1/1. If they don't draw a Pactol, we can quite easily still win this game. Same thing as like a Bushwhacker is good. Ren's Resolve is good. I mean, Synth would be phenomenal here, but still, we're on massively borrowed time here. The fact that I can bring back another Refurbished Familiar next turn is pretty huge. Alright, deck. Rancor's kind of legit. I think we just put it on... If we put it on the Clockwork Percussionist and attack with everything, and then give this unblockable, I think we still crack him with everything as well. We just get blown out heaps if they cast down this. With the Rancor on it, at least this way we might get something back. And we can replay the Rancor. And they're going to 1. Okay. And then yeah, we'll just chuck it on the Gingerbread. We'll play the land. Let's just play the Rancor so they can't Refurbish Familiar. And maybe this is enough, who knows? They have so many outs, but this is unblockable. They need a removal spell. Or they need to play Pactol and go absolutely ham. They're drawing cards, but yeah, cast down's the key word here. Or Pactol gain 3 life. If they can gain 3 life, they're pretty set. That means they did not draw cast down, so they're digging for it. Did you find it? You've drawn 5 cards. I think I'm feeling good about this. I think the unblockable Gingerbread's going to get it done. Oh no, they did draw the... Oh no, okay, that's right. I was like, no. Alright, you've drawn 7 cards. Surely you found a cast down now. Let's go. Alright, we're on the board. Yeah, I kind of wanted the synths now. Let's bring the synths. Just to get that little bit of extra oomph. The experiment ones kind of felt a bit not that good. I think we'll cut 2 of these. It's kind of funny how like the Bayou Groffs and like the Gingerbreads were like the cards that I wanted, and they're like 2 obs in this deck. Yeah, this is fine. We'll keepy weepy. I think we're sadly just going to play a Goblin Bushwhacker unless we just like draw a Young Wolf off the presses here. All right, give me a different 1-drop deck. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. That's excellent. Hey, so now we can play this. We can go Cast and Fire, and then we can just train our Bushwhackers, which is what I want to see. And honestly, I'm going to bolt that. I'd rather save this Cast into Fire for the Exile effect. So another 1-drop would be good. So let's just bolt that now. Get him for 1. That way the Refurbished Familiars aren't that gross either. I mean, I guess ideally as well, we want to draw some other stuff to other creatures before we play these Bushwhackers and chain them. Okay, alright. Very good. I mean, it is very good here. I think we Emissary now. It just makes sense. Actually, we can Emissary... No, we can't because we get green. Cast with Kicker. This is just fine anyway. And if we get another artifact off the board, that's fine as well. Yeah, and we just get him for 6, and we'll do the exact same thing next turn. Another Emissary would be very nice. Let's get a 1/1. It might even be worth to just bolt that. It's hard to know. Are they missing out on the land drop here? They're being a bit slow to land here. They are, okay. Okay, Forest, I'm going to keep in the hand because if they play Refurbishment, they want to be able to just discard that. Let's just kicker this. And they can block if they want to. The double Bushwhacker hands are always fun, and we drew some good cards as well, which is nice. Yeah, they're blocking there. And then hopefully we can use this Cast into Fire to hit whatever artifact land that they hit, and we can bolt something else, but... Okay, there you go. I feel pretty confident about winning now, even if they do hit a land here. Because now we can exile whatever blocker they have, likely because it's going to be an artifact. And then we just bolt their face. There you go, GG's. We're lucky because they stumbled on the lands there. We'll play a land. Let's attack for 4. Bing bong. And then bolt them. Alright. Sorry, mate. Alright, we're on the play. Let's see what we get. This hand is not good. We'll put it away. Oh. We're on the play as well. We have to mull this. I think we just keep this. Let's put the bolts away and just try and get back with a Gingerbread Rancor, and then hopefully we draw a mountain to use these resolves. It's a good way to start anyway. Just Gingerbread, get him for 1. Island, okay. Hopefully no Spell Pierce. Emissary. Emissary is not terrible, but yeah, we have a very big hill to climb up here if we're just bashing with a Gingerbread every turn. If we do draw a land off the top, it's pretty huge though. And we bottom 2 cards as well. It's a high likelihood that we will get a land, but you just never know. And Step Brainstorm is not that good. So they can untap in their upkeep, they can do the Alone Revealed or something. The Mental Noting, very good. So get rid of Dispel and Deep Analysis, yep, fair enough. I mean, this is what we're going to keep doing. With the best thing against a counterspell is not playing any spells. It's always good, right? Land. Oh no. Alright, we'll tap for 3 again. And hopefully they don't just play like a Terror and then we get wrecked. I mean, we give this unblockable. Like, if they just mono blue, maybe we just attack them down with a Gingerbread with 1 land. This deck definitely feels like the lands are its issue. Especially when you have the double pip of Goblin Bushwhacker. Okay, Brainstorm. Mountain is just absolutely like cracked here. So cracked. I would actually run Manamorphose in this version, I think. I think it just helps too much. Alright, they're stunning it. Okay. There's their Terror. Alright, give me a mountain deck. Just give me 1 mountain. Not another Bushwhacker. We'll just pass. And they can just leap for the dead this Gingerbread until the end of time as well. You get land, sleep till dead, keep a counterspell up. Their clock's faster though as well. Is that not okay? That's not terrible. We'll concede. Sadly we needed a bit more going on to actually win this game. We had some crack stuff on the top, but we didn't draw any more lands. These is more for the combo. Let's just bring in the blasts. I don't hate the resolve. I like synths. I'm not a big fan of like vines and rancors here. I think we need to go wide. And you know, if they have like a counterspell or something like that, it gets worse as well. Lightning Bolt is good for that extra reach. Alright, deck. Give me some good amount of lands, good amount of creatures and stuff. Yeah, this is what we're talking about, you know? Young Wolf into Young Wolf Gingerbread. And hopefully we just draw some other good stuff. Alright, Forest. the youngest of the wolves. A Groff would be an absolutely phenomenal draw. Alright, deck. Oh. Ask and you shall receive. Alright, let's attack for 1 and we'll play the Groff. We can't counter the Groff. They can try. Got that plant dog. Got that vegan hot dog here. Excellent choice. Alright. Bing, bang, boom. In we come. Now we're cooking with gas. Land. Turns out playing your lands is a good idea. And drawing them, fantastic idea. They brought in gut shots. Okay. It doesn't matter too much for our deck. I'm kind of happy for them to have gut shots, to be honest. Guess it kind of can slow us down a little bit. Alright, they're sleeping that now. Okay. Alright, let's play the forest. Let's play this. And we'll just fake a red blast, I guess. In for 3. Brainstorming as well. Play this young wolf. Fade a good old red elemental blast. Alright. It feels like they're stumbling a little bit, but they're going to probably drop a terror now, I can see. But if they drop a terror, then they can likely not spell pierce on top of everything. Or they play a serpent instead. The dream is then to play a serpent so we can actually pay for a spell pierce. Okay, this is like very good for us. Our cards line up beautifully against them here. So we can essentially just go land, ram through, target this onto this, deal 5, and then, yeah, in with everything. Play the experiment 1. And then, yeah, I feel like we should be able to get there now. Unless they play 2 terrors, then that's absolutely cooked. We'd still have to bash him with everything. Oh, no, they're sleeping it, okay. Don't double terror me, dog. 3 mana. Oh, yeah, it is sorcery. Okay. Look, that's fine. That means they don't have another terror. So we're just getting for 3. Oh, I should have evolved this, sorry. I should have played this to evolve. My bad. We'll play it anyway. Yeah. We should have got an extra damage and then everything kind of just worked through. I feel like this shouldn't be an issue though, but, you know, you never know. They're kind of mega dead. Lots of things can, you know, lots of things are lethal here. I feel not too bad as long as they don't get like a double terror turn early or something. But the fact that they have to do this is just kind of like, yeah, it's like enough. Even if they play 2 terrors, they're cooked. Yeah, alright, let's try game 3 here. Alright, yeah, not running anything else. We just run it as it is. We were very lucky on the draws there. We had a pretty mediocre starting hand that we couldn't really get rid of. This hand's good because we can go this into Groff, but they do have counterspell now, I guess. And I want to keep, unless we draw a mountain, I want to be able to keep up this, really depends on what they do, but we're going to play Young Wolf, and we're probably just going to play the Groff because I want to be able to go Emissary into Reckless Impulse. And hopefully we draw a mountain so we can, you know, use that to our advantage as well. Bolt's a bit gross here. Alright, Young Wolf. We'll see what they want to do. Hopefully it's along the lines of just, yeah, island cycling to play the land. Okay, they're doing that. Righto. Hopefully we draw a mountain. Ginger Brute. Let's play a forest. Let's attack for 2. I'm not going to play the Groff. I'm going to play the Emissary first. Them countering is just like, yeah, them countering the Groff just sets us back so far. We can't not run the Groff. Like now if we draw a mountain, we're in a fine spot. But we just have to kind of get there with it. we have to draw a mountain now. Okay, they had the brainstorm there. That's interesting. They can't quite play Terra yet. Well, now they can potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there it is. If we draw a mountain, we are just elemental blasting that mountain. Fantastic. Yeah, we have to fire it off here. We just can't not. Yep. Then if they want to go crazy on their turn, they can, and we can hopefully play this Groff. I'm more inclined to play the Impulse anyway, to try and hit more lands and stuff. Bet out more counterspells. 3 cards, I've got another Terror, okay. And it just smells like they have another counterspell here. Double Lightning Bolt's not that good. Let's fire this off and see if it resolves. I highly doubt it does, but we might get in a weird stalemate where they can't really attack with this yet. They do use a counterspell. Okay, well, let's just play the Ginger Brute and pass. Maybe I should have cut some of these bolts, actually. This tells me that they probably have another Serpent, which is pretty grim for us. Yep. 1 card left. Okay. Let's play the Experiment 1. Let's play Groff. What do I want to sacrifice, though? The Undying's nice, the food's nice. Technically, the Experiment 1 can get bigger. I think technically it should be this. Like, maybe we should have kept that back. I don't know, but I feel like once we get this up to 3, we could quite comfortably block, or we could bolt that then. We've got 1 card left. So now I feel a lot more comfortable firing off a Lightning Bolt on one of these Terrors and then blocking. I'll definitely do it first though, just to see if it resolves. They also can't really attack us though as well. Double Terror is brutal after a 3rd Terror, but you know, the deck cycles a lot. They declined to shuffle, which tells me they probably have another one. We'll just be a little bit on the defensive here, which is fine. This tells me that they have a 2nd Terror here. Yeah, thought as much. What do we have? I mean, Young Wolf is not too bad. We'll play it. We'll just block with our Young Wolf and take probably 5, and then we'll bolt the Serpent. Yeah, we'll bolt it first, and then we'll block with the 2/2 Young Wolf, and we'll probably just block the Terror, to be honest. It is a close game. We're not even really in a spot to go like bolt or anything. They don't have the sleep spell in here. That would absolutely cook us if they have that. We're kind of telegraphing that we have multiple bolts in our hand as well. We haven't done anything with them. We haven't played any lands. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll block there, block there. Should have fired off the bolt first though. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So the bolt fizzles. And they play the Serpent again. Is it worth to go down to 4? If we just pass, we'll see what they do. I'm just thinking we could triple block the Tolarian Terror. And then have another 2/2 for the Cryptic Serpent. If they have another one, we just cook though. If they have a Vapor Snag or something, yeah, it's not good. We go to 4. If they play another Serpent, we're cooked. We need to draw a Red Blast in. Okay, we're pretty cooked here. Yeah, GG. That was close though. I don't know if I could have played it differently. We are on the draw. We're just gonna mulligan this. We need lands, is what we've learned. We will keep this. We probably want to bottom a Brute. The Rancor can be very good with the Ginger Brute. You can kind of get there. Look, Bradley just saying hi, recognizes me. It's always nice. All right. So we'll fire off the Brute. Get him for onesies, and then next time we'll play the Emissary into the Resolve, I think. Ooh, Chancery. This is probably a hard matchup, I'd say. We have to try and get underneath them. Rancors can help with that. Now, I'm going to do the Resolve still, because I need to get more lands. If we get more lands, then we are good. And at least we still have kind of a play with Rancor next turn. What do we get? Double Forest? Jeez. Well, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. Unless you draw like triple Rancor or something, but we'll keep the Vines around. We'll just chuck a Rancor on this Ginger Brute. Okay, if they block, we will Vines. Maybe even we'll actually put the Rancor on the Burning Tree, because this can always be unblockable, and we can Vines the other one. So this is working on hard mode really, but we'll Rancor this. Although that smells of like a problem. I think we Rancor this. Sounds crazy. I don't think they'll block though, but you know, I would rather Rancor the Ginger Brute in the end, so we can just get unblockable damage. They are blocking there, so we'll Vines because Familiar is very cracked. Just get off the table. Essentially, it's just a Doomblade there. In for 3. Okay, now we need a mountain. We need a mountain like yesterday. I think this deck does need to run something like a Manamorphose. It does fix a lot of things. Like if we drew Manamorphose here, then we could at least play the Synth. Another Familiar. Okay. Lots of bad draws now because we're not drawing another land. Okay. Let's play a Percussionist, and yeah, let's just swing out. We can just make, I guess, the Ginger Brute unblockable, but I don't think it really matters. I don't think they're going to block with it. They're probably just going to block that. Fair enough. They take 5, pass, and then hopefully the Synth can get something next turn. Will have to be something red, probably green. Another Rancor's fine, but they run in these decks. They run like you know, just the bounces and stuff like that. So. Modern Age, okay. It costs 1 less. Oh, I discarded Strands, that's rough. At least Ginger Brute's colorless. You've got 3 mana here. There's lots of good things I could play. Stonehorn. Yeah, snapping that. We can't even tap to sack it. Alright. We get the lands back as well, so they can quite easily counter. There's the Pharaoh. Plenty of other mana still. I think our turn still stands with going Ginger Brute Rancor. Maldrifter revoked. Please no. Please don't do a like a snap or something like that. I mean, they could draw off that as well. Ephemerate. That's cracked. That's it's way too good, that. Can't beat that. The Wolves and having the Pharaoh out. Too good. Too good, too good. Alright, so the problem is with the bounce is that some of our cards get a lot worse, so yeah, he says you're too good. That's funny. We'll just bring the blast. What else do we want to do? The Rampigs are fine. Bolts are fine. Jewel Thief feels slow. I think we maybe will cut some Jewel Thief. And maybe we just... Yeah, probably cut that. The Bayou Groff just sounds not good, but I think we have to run it. Even like the Rancor doesn't seem great. I think we need to keep the bolts in. Synth feels a little bit slow. Maybe just cut the synth and say go. We just keep one synth just in case. Alright, we're on the play. Let's see how we go. Alright. Look, this is not too bad. And the blast is nice, but we're a little bit heavy on lands here. An impulse will be good. But yeah, we'll go percussionist into some shenanigans. Absolute brick wall. Very good. Okay, well, we're just going to play the Emissary and then we'll play the Young Wolf. But yeah, can't really attack into that. And then depending on how this Elemental Blast goes, we probably actually should have played the Mountains actually. Because if we draw a Bushwhacker, I want to be able to have Red Blast up. Now we might have to wait a turn. Alright, they're playing that. I mean, they're good spells. All very good spells. Yeah, Percussionist. Look, let's just play the Percussionist. We'll keep up the red at blast. We really need to draw a Bushwhacker though to get anywhere, I think. Groff feels a little bit slow as well. I think an impulse into a Bushwhacker is the best. Yep. It's probably going to be gaining too much life though. Oh, another Pharaoh. Literally any blue card absolutely cooks me here. Ooh, at least they don't have one power. That'd be very, very not good if they had that. And lands is not good. Let's just get in. Essentially get in for 1 damage a turn. And then if they play a spell, they gain 2 life. Yep. Okay, we will definitely counter that. They do gain life. We're not doing too badly. And because they could probably have an ephemerate here, so at least we cancel out their blue here. They can't prohibit this. Foil. Holy moly. Actual baked potato I am. Holy crap. Okay. That's very good. I think we literally just have to go run a Bushwhackers from here. Lands is not going to do it. We will attack with everything. We'll just keep going. But it's I think it's one of these, you know, just... We're just saying he was banking on the ephemerate. I just said I'm so cooked here, dude. Like, it just... Not a good matchup for you, said. That's funny. I wrote LeMayo in the chat and it got censored. That was so bizarre. Oh well. Yeah, this is an official cooking by Lord Bradley. I mean, even the snap's pretty good. Yeah, return that. Okay. We're pretty cooked here. Let's just see what we draw. If it's maybe if it's like an impulse into like Bushwhackers, maybe just maybe. But I think it's just we need like there's like a 0.01% chance of winning. I think we have to go like impulse into like double bolt for their gods. God Pharaoh's faithful. They have to have nothing, and then we have to draw just run a Bushwhackers. I think. Snapping that. Yep. Yep. I mean. All right. So I was just saying, I'm definitely putting this in the video. This is a right cooking on both sides, taking out the pan and left out to cool down. Yeah, this is like it's almost like a storm deck with the snaps. You just untap all your lands. Let's see what we've got to draw though. Yeah, Bayou Groff is not good. All right, a quick wrap up. I did not like this version of the deck at all. I think it just has two feet in different camps, with the mono red stuff and then also this Stompy variant on the side. You know, like the one Vines, the only two Groffs. I feel like you kind of need to go all in eggs on one of those baskets versus the other. I think the mana was just the biggest issue here. So I was mulliganing a lot because we didn't have the red or the green that we needed. It was probably similar to the other deck we played yesterday, where we were playing the same kind of thing, just lots of red, white lands, basics, and then for the Auras deck, and then we were going, okay, we had a really good hand, but we had planes, but they're all red spells, or vice versa, or two mountains and they're all white spells. You're like, what are you meant to do? So this version, plus with the Goblin Bushwhacker, I was really banking on this, and then when you get into the Jewel Thief later on, it's probably just too expensive with this, considering what the deck is and what the curve is about. You probably want to, if you want to run red green, and I guess the benefits of it is like the Rancor, is you probably want to run Manamorphose, which feels not great, but it does smooth out the draws, and then you can kind of, it doesn't matter what your lands are. Like if you have double pip, two percussionists in your hand, you can just play them on turn 2 with the Manamorphose, draw a card, get in. You could maybe even then run something with the Flame Breathers more, a couple more instants and sorceries. It's hard to really tell. The sideboard was pretty whacked together, but I think just probably its biggest enemy right now was the mana base. So it didn't really capitalize too much on the Experiment 1. It's not really getting to 3, which is what you want to do. So that's where you probably do want to run more Bayou Groffs, or you want to run some other form of like 3/3 of some kind, so you can actually get the Experiment 1 from 1 to 3. Anyway, let me know what you think about this deck, and if you've played a deck like this, how you've kind of fixed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.